Hello everybody. Here's a short video on how to search for and download articles from the American Journal of Community Psychology. I know many of you have had some trouble doing this, and it's really important to know how to do it. So I think that right now you can see should be able to see my web page. I have Firefox as the browser. This is also consistent with the directions that I've emailed to you as well. So what you would do is to go to the library website, and you can go directly to the catalog, which is cat.libraries.psu.edu. You should get something that looks like this. Go in, and you're going to look for, and you can use this for any journal, but you're going to search for American Journal of Community Psychology, and over here where it says Keywords Anywhere, you want to search for journal type, and then hit search. This will then show you two entries here. Click on the Get It. Now here's where things get a little complicated. After clicking on Get It, you will get this Get It result. You're going to go down to this entry, Springer Link Contemporary 1997 to Present. And you're going to click on Journal. Don't click here on Journal. So far so good. You are now able to look inside the American Journal of Community Psychology. So you could preview the issues chronologically, but I suggest you go straight over to doing searches. Now notice you are not searching up here, you're searching here in this window. So let's say my topic was childhood obesity. Type in childhood obesity, and let's see what I get. So I have 23 articles within AJCP examining childhood obesity. Keep them sorted by relevance at this point. So I could go through. Here is a ecological framework to understanding childhood obesity. This looks like another article that might be relevant to obesity. Here's a special issue on social ecological approaches that looks like it mentions childhood obesity. Well, actually, this is referring back up to the Lytle article. Here's an article on environmental strategies which might include childhood obesity. And so that gives you some leads for childhood obesity. Let's think about another one. Let's think about sexual assault. Sexual assault, again, sorted by relevance. What would be really useful to us here? So here is impact of peers, families, and schools, which is an ecological approach by Rebecca Campbell. This is an empowerment model. This might not be so relevant to us right now. Using ecological theory to look at the effectiveness of a indigenous community intervention. So this is in a particular population, but it is using an ecological approach. So that may give you hints in terms of how to think about sexual assault. Community services, which is a different level. Abuse experiences. Here are some articles on the disclosure of sexual assault. Here's an article which looks at the beliefs of police officers regarding sexual assault and how likely women are to actually report it. So here are some really great places to get started. Let's look at teenage pregnancy. A couple of prevention articles. This focuses in, this looks at the ecology of teen pregnancy, social support, quality and ecology. That looks like it's very tangential. This focuses on support for young mothers. But certainly a couple of these articles will give you a good introduction. So we've done teenage pregnancy, sexual assault. Let's look at domestic violence. This looks at community violence and domestic violence. This moves beyond the individual. This looks really good for domestic violence. Social networks of women experiencing domestic violence, that gets ecological. This talks about intervention, that might be interesting. So again, these are other articles that might be useful from AJCP. So now, let's look at marijuana use. And let's see if there's some ecological articles there. Neighborhood and individual factors in marijuana and other use. Dead on. This is a fantastic article. Marijuana use in community settings, prevention, the importance of clubs. Patterns of substance use. This could be interesting. Some of these are a bit too statistically fancy, so I wouldn't recommend them. Social, psychological, social, ecological influences on substance use. Again, this may not be the kind of population you're interested in, but they're going to tell you how to think about social, ecological influences. Let's say we want this one. How do we get it? Well, you can just click on Download PDF. And there it is. So, I hope that this helps you in terms of getting you up to speed on AJCP. I know all of you have experienced varying levels of frustration getting to the AJCP site, but this is critical. This is what will make the difference between a D and an A, and it just will make your life so much easier. All right.